So you're probably wondering what happens if you start to walk every day. Also, you're probably wondering, is it worth it? Because honestly, you have to take time out of your schedule. You have to put some effort in and some energy in to start getting in daily walks. So, is it worth it? That's the question that I'm going to answer for you today. But before I get into that, let me start by introducing myself. My name's Dr. Nicole Sean, and I'm a nurse practitioner with a background in family medicine. On this channel, I talk about things related to health, wellness, nutrition, and travel. And I am helping Black women ages 40 and up to create a life that we want to live rather than the one that has been assigned to us. And I believe that health is wealth, and that health is so beneficial to our happiness as Black women. So on this channel, we're taking charge of our health, taking charge of our future. So if that is something that you're interested in, please go ahead and like this video, subscribe, and let's get into walking. So let me just be completely transparent here. My answer to the question of whether it's worth it is a resounding yes. I believe that walking is a tool that we as women can use in our toolbox to not only help to maintain our health, but also to help prevent the onset of certain illnesses, diseases, and help to just keep us not only physically well, but also mentally well as well. So let's talk about some of the health benefits of getting in daily walk. Number one, improvement in mood. And yes, I will be looking down here at my notes. So walking, as we know, helps to reduce stress, helps to give our bodies and our minds a reset. And also, one of the things that we found in research is that walking helps to promote the release of chemicals called the endorphins and the adrenalines. And these are known as happy chemicals because they help to improve our mood. It helps to give us a more positive outlook on life and on things. And so after just 20 minutes of getting in walking, the evidence has shown that our cortisol levels begin to decrease, resulting in a better mood overall and a more positive outlook. So I know that I've personally discovered that walking helps my mood, and so I definitely try and incorporate it into my regimen and routine on a very consistent basis, in particular when I'm dealing with higher levels of stress. And also I want to mention that the benefits of walking are enhanced if we are able to walk in nature. And so if you can't walk in nature, walk anyway. But if you can walk in nature, then definitely that has been shown to have even better impact on your mood overall. So if you're able to access and get to some green space, that's a wonderful thing. But if not, walk anyway. Number two, walking helps to enhance your creativity and your focus. Walking gives your mind and your body an opportunity to take a break from all the excessive stimuli and stressors that we are all constantly exposed to in our daily lives, all of the notifications and alerts and reminders and calendars that we're all constantly having to keep up with. So walking is an opportunity for us just to reset ourselves. So you might think that pushing through is the way to go. But what we're finding in the research that it's actually the contrary, that it's most beneficial if you are hitting the wall, or you're starting to feel as though you're struggling to move forward in an efficient way, that one of the best things that you can do for yourself is take a break and take a walk. So definitely keep that in mind. Pushing through is oftentimes counterproductive and not the best way to go. And the next that I have on my list is walking helps to enhance our immune system functioning. So walking helps it helps to allow our immune system to function more efficiently and more effectively. So if you're someone who is struggling with like coughs and colds and flus, you find that you're getting sick frequently or more frequently than normal, then definitely consider adding a daily walk to your routine. Walking helps to improve your blood flow. It helps to reduce stress and inflammation. It helps to strengthen your antibodies. And so therefore, you're able to fight off infection more effectively. And so to me, what that sounds like is it sounds to me like it allows your immune system to get out of survival mode, right? If you are under a lot of stress and pressure and you're busy all the time, your immune system really doesn't have any resources to fight off an infection. But by going for walks, you're actually freeing up the room that your immune system needs in order to fight off the infections. And to me, it kind of sounds like finally allowing your body to come out of that fight or flight mode, right? Now your body can actually address the things that it has been designed to address because it's not constantly being taxed. And I will say definitely as a nurse who has worked in the hospital, I previously worked in the hospital for years. And one of the things that I was able to see was the significant difference in the people who, whatever they were dealing with, which may not have affected their limbs, right? Whatever they were dealing with, the more quickly that they got up and walked after whatever the injury or illness was, enhanced their overall prospects for just getting healthier more quickly, and also reduced the likelihood that they were going to suffer from like a complicated secondary infection or illness or complications. And so we as the nurses, one of our goals was whatever the condition was, to get you up and moving as quickly as possible, because you could have been there for something like a hand injury, and if the patient sat in the bed all day or laid in the bed all day, those were the patients who were more likely going to come down with something like a pneumonia or something else that was unrelated. And so we as nurses definitely saw the profound impact of just getting patients up and getting them walking. And we definitely made it our priority and our goal to do that as quickly as possible once they were cleared. And overall, those patients fared much better. And then the next that I have on my list is that walking helps to maintain a healthy weight and helps to reduce the likelihood that you're going to gain excessive weight. And I think this is something that we don't really hear a lot in today's social media culture, which oftentimes promotes hitting the gym, hitting things hard, especially when it comes to weight loss. And of course, I think that's because people are oftentimes looking for really fast results. But one thing that I will say is that walking is so beneficial. It's beneficial certainly in the short term, but also in the long term. What we're seeing with the research is that people who are walking daily and consistently are less likely to put on that excessive weight. So these are the people who are less likely to need to, you know what I mean, like hit the gym hard for 8 weeks because they've been kind of doing the work slowly over time. And honestly, you know, I don't like to do things that are too hard. I like to walk because it's easy, it's relaxing, it's peaceful, and certainly sometimes there's a time and a place to do hard work, but I think if we haven't learned anything, one thing that we've learned is that hard work isn't really something that should be done consistently and over a long span, because hard work, even if it's physical hard work on the body by, you know, doing high intensity interval training, you know, for weeks and months at a time. I personally think that you have to keep in mind that you are adding certain levels of stress to your body, and those things can be counterproductive in the long term. You know, if you have to do something short term, I can definitely appreciate that, but you know, I like having healthy knees and I want them to stay healthy for years and years to come. So pounding them 4 and 5 and 6 days a week for years, you must know that that's not healthy for your joints. I mean, what is the point of having a healthy heart at the expense of having knees that are failing? It's not adding up. And so if you can incorporate something easy and simple like walking into your routine, you can definitely have the benefit of not getting to the point that you gain so much excessive weight that now you really have to go into crisis mode and start doing all kinds of things. But if you're there, let's say you've already gotten to the point where, you put on a little extra weight, which is normal, then you can definitely do yourself a favor by starting a walking routine. Do your future self a favor by starting a walking routine. It will definitely help you overall. Now, and I would say that that's definitely one of the big questions that I've gotten, especially in the last 3 to 4 years, is how have you maintained a healthy weight? I've pretty much been the same weight and size since my early adulthood, and I've had 3 children. And outside of genetics, which I know plays a huge role, right, in doing what I can nutritionally, but I'm not someone who eats healthy all the time, right? This is life. We have to enjoy it. But I will say that one thing that I can say that I've done consistently is I've consistently had a walking routine throughout pretty much, most of my adult life. Through the ups and downs, through the kids and the postpartum, through the pregnancies and the, all the things that happen. Having a walking routine, I feel that has helped me over the long term. Number 5, walking can help to improve energy levels. So walking about 30 minutes a day for 5 days a week has been shown to overall improve energy levels. But even if you can only get in a few minutes a day, I guarantee you that some walking is better than no walking at all. So if you're someone who's struggling with things such as fatigue or just general feelings of burnout, take a break, take a walk, okay? And also, that kind of reminds me of Stephanie Perry, who talks about taking a break, right? She, if you are not familiar with her, on her channel, she talks about taking a sabbatical and taking a break from working hard. And I would say that we have to remember that it's really, really important to take a break. And I will link one of her videos below. And actually, I was recently featured on her channel, so I'll have to link that one below as well. But she helps Black women to take a sabbatical, take time away from work. And she oftentimes talks about the many benefits that she obtained from being able to be off work for a year. And I personally believe that some of the benefits that she experienced was because of some of these benefits that I'm listing. Having time away, being able to take a break, right, allows the mind to reset, and you will find that you do become more creative, that you do have more energy, that you do have a more of a desire to do the things that you enjoy, that your stress levels go down, that your health starts to improve. And so if you're not yet to the place where you can take a full year, girl, go take 30 minutes and take a walk. We all have to start somewhere. Let's start small, okay? Let's start small. So the next thing that I have on my list is, outside of improving energy, would be better sleep. Now, walking helps to improve your sleep. According to research out of the Johns Hopkins Center for Sleep, there is solid evidence that exercise overall can improve the quality of sleep. So you might be thinking to yourself, girl, I don't have no problem sleeping. I'm just fine. I sleep fine, which is great. But I also want to mention that there was research, another article that found specifically for women that there was an improvement in the quality of our sleep. Let me say that again. Improvement in the quality of our sleep, not necessarily the duration. So what does that mean? That means that the women who walked consistently found that they woke up feeling more refreshed, more energetic, right? That they had a better quality of sleep. And I think that that's A1. So if you are hoping to get better sleep, go for a walk. And then next that I have on my list is walking can help to lower your blood pressure and overall improve your cardiovascular health. Of course, as you know, walking helps to get the blood flowing, helps to get the blood pumping to all of your vessels, to all of your extremities, and overall helps to improve circulation, which in turn helps to reduce and lower your blood pressure. So if you're someone who's struggling with that, definitely add walking to your regimen. And the last two that I have, number 9 is walking helps to improve your balance and coordination. Of course, when you're out walking, you are practicing. You are using your muscles. You are strengthening your core. You are using your eyes, your ears. You're using your senses in order to coordinate where you're stepping and how you're stepping, especially if you're doing some hiking. And I use hiking loosely because I like to hike. And it doesn't necessarily have to be anything tough or difficult in the mountains, but even just things to just change up your walking routine really helps to improve your balance and your coordination. You're using your eyes, you're using your body to keep yourself upright. And those are all helpful in maintaining your coordination, especially over time and with age. And then number 10, the final thing that I have on my list is that walking helps to alleviate joint pain. So if you are someone who's suffering from like knee pain, from arthritis, low back pain, because those are the two most common that I tend to see in my practice, would be like knee pain and lower back pain. It sometimes takes me a lot of convincing to get people to start walking as a way to improve their pain. But we do have hard and fast research that shows that walking, getting moving really overall helps to reduce and alleviate some of that joint pain. Because just think about it, like if you're getting up and walking and moving, that means that your joints, you're getting them more mobile. We need to keep those joints moving and mobile and flexible. The more tight and stiff that your joint becomes, the more it's going to resist movement. And that means that it's going to be more difficult and more uncomfortable when you do move. Okay, so it's really important to get out, to get walking, even if you're having some pain, because it may seem counterintuitive that when you're uncomfortable that you think about walking, but it is really important for the health of your joints. If you're suffering from, joint pain, that you keep them moving, that you keep them mobile, that you keep them going. So that you're able to maintain at least some of the mobility that you do have, and hopefully can improve it and see improvements in your overall joint pain. So those are the benefits from walking every day. And as you can tell, my answer is yes, it is worth it. I think it's worth every moment that you spend out walking is an investment in your health, not only for yourself today, but also for your future self. Because again, here on this channel, we are creating a life that we want to live, right? Not the one that has been assigned to us. We don't want the life assigned to be in arthritic pain and low back pain and incapable of doing the things that we desire. We want the life, and we are creating the life that is one that we are going to enjoy living even into our old age. When we're 50 plus, 60 plus, 70 plus years old, we are going to be healthy and strong and moving and mobile and walking, and we're making investments in that today. So thank you so much for joining me. Please give this video a thumbs up if you found the information to be helpful. Share it with somebody who you think might benefit from the information, and also leave a comment below. Tell me how you're starting to incorporate walking into your routine. Are you thinking about like starting a walking routine? What barriers are you finding to getting walking, outside of weather, which can be tricky? But if there's more information or questions that you have, please go ahead and drop them below, and I will see you next time. Have a good day. Bye.